Latest Rated 1 has dropped in theaters, so now it's time to rank all of them from our least favorite to our favorite. Welcome to Cinema, where we focus on the film. I'm Josh, this is Simply Cinema. Let me know in the comments below how you would rank the A Quiet Place trilogy from your least favorite to your favorite, so we can join in the comments down below. Be respectful of other opinions where we may have hot takes, we may like or dislike the franchise as a whole. Let me know all that. Make sure to like this video if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're not already, join the film culture community where we talk about the love of cinema as a whole. But going into the list, at last place, we have A Quiet Place Day 1. Now this is interesting by its own shenanigans, going about this quest for New York style pizza, and just what they have to pull along the lines of that is good for the nature of what it is tackling and taking the threat to New York City, where it is unique in its style of being a large scale battle sort of idea, and also stretching into the idea where New York is the loudest place. And so naturally, by that state, you're going to have a lot of deaths, a lot of stakes along the way. But when you narrow it in on this couple that some things take a long time to progress, a few good minutes for the film to really get started in building the characterization, I just can't personally get as attached to the characters. And while I do enjoy them for their own means, Joseph Quinn, Lupita Nyong'o have their own good performances that share their own rights of being worthwhile in the film. What this film has to offer just doesn't add anything too new with the flavors that the rest of the franchise provide. And so therefore it just feels good for what it's offering, but it's something it feels like we watched it before, even if it isn't providing any more answers and doesn't really add anything new creatively to the franchise as a whole. And so coming at number 2, we have A Quiet Place Part 2. A generally good idea, taking things that used to be all stuck in one place and going on the move a little bit more and stretching in the island a lot more with where Earth and how we're building on the universe that is taking place within this. John Krasinski no longer out of the picture, but we do get Emily Blunt, which is great as a mother, and then the children as well have their own part to contribute, whether within the stakes or the horrific scenes that really builds on the tension, builds the silence and the sound as characters of their own, and just bringing in Cillian Murphy as his own role, and new people that bring in new cast members just deliver on the essence of what you could really bring on going forward, bringing in some community, while also having some people that just are against certain things. They have their own values, their own culture that causes problems for the main group, and so that brings about some shenanigans along the way, delivers on some high horror antics, and just overall I still enjoy what this film has to hold, even if it doesn't land at number 1, which is A Quiet Place. Now this is the start. It's the original that really hones in on its craft, being silent and using silence as the character that is strongest within this film, and just what we have to go about this film, having certain stakes that are real life, down to earth. We don't necessarily know how things have really started, but right off the bat we get a element that is shocking, that I still won't provide any spoilers for anyone that hasn't seen it, but just how it progresses, showing this threat is so serious as it is, and the build up to the reveal. And even though I've seen it before, it still becomes that much more shocking by the nature of the creatures and how they're utilized, the balance of John Krasinski's directing and his acting within the film just really enhances this down-to-earth threat that also builds on this human aliens and his family that really you can build upon, and then also having this mother who is pregnant that has to go through her own pregnancy throughout that, and just the sympathy you can have for these characters, being able to attach to them by their own small characteristics, their little quirks that make them their own, just enhances this film that much more as the original, that I can hardly ever see this one really getting beat out of its own if we get many more out of this franchise. That's just my ranking of the Quiet Place franchise from my least favorite to my favorite. Let me know down in the comments below how you would rank the films. Do you like the franchise as a whole, or is it just not your thing? Make sure to leave all of that. Make sure to like this video if you enjoyed it, subscribe, and are ready to join a film culture community where we talk about the love of cinema as a whole. So that's just all. Make sure to do yourself a favor and go watch a movie.